Hello, Professor B back with another skill-related video trying to make us better technical writers. This time we're going to look at the use of phrases, clauses, and conjunctions together to make better writing. Okay? That is our goal in a technical writing class. We want to be better writers. So let's flip over here and look at our slide deck. Phrases, clauses, and conjunctions, oh my. We'll play on words there. I don't know if any of you ever heard the phrase lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. It's from a long time ago. But let's take a look. We'll briefly look at some definitions and some examples, and then step through what it means to use our different types of conjunctions: subordinating, coordinating, correlative. If you're confused about those, we'll talk about them here, but we also talked about them in our video on the 8 parts of the English language, so you can review that one as well. Okay. Phrases and clauses. Okay. A phrase, on the left-hand side here, refers to a group of related words which works as a unit, but does not have a subject and a verb. It might have a subject or a verb, but it is not a complete sentence. Okay. On the right-hand side, a clause is like a phrase where it is a group of related words, but it works as a unit which has both a subject and a verb. It can be independent, it stands on its own, or dependent. It does not stand on its own. Let's look at some examples. For phrases, we can have noun phrases where we talk about the boy on the bus. It is built off of a noun, which is the boy, added a prepositional phrase, which describes the boy on the bus. So we have the boy on the bus. Likewise, we can have a verb phrase. Running as our verb, will be running as our helper verbs. We have our prepositional phrase starting with the preposition in and the kitchen. So in the kitchen, and adverb phrase built off of the adverb quickly. And very describes quickly. And we have a noun phrase which has Becky, John, connected by the coordinating conjunction and. Right? We can also do the same with clauses. A group of related words. When I get home. Right? This has a subject, I, and a verb, get. But since it starts off with when I get home, that subordinating conjunction at the start leaves our brain wondering what happens when I get home. Okay. Independent clause. The lights are off. Has a subject, lights, has a verb, are, and it can stand on its own. The lights are off. We don't want to know anything else. Okay. A dependent clause. When you wake up. Independent clause. Put it on the shelf with the understood subject you, and back to dependent for the last example, since the ball fell on the floor. Well, what are conjunctions? We remember from our 8 parts of the English language, they are words which link together other words, phrases, or clauses. And in our examples here, we see the very first one, and, from our fanboys, slapped between cooking and eating. So we are using our conjunction to connect cooking and eating to make a phrase. And then we connect our 2 clauses together with but. Okay? And then the second example, Becky is clearly exhausted yet, which is our conjunction. She will not take a nap. And see the little robot guy down at the bottom right? He is our guide to understand that connecting words are conjunctions. Conjunctions are connecting words. So conjunction junction, what's your function? From Schoolhouse Rock back in the 60s and 70s when I was a kid. Coordinating conjunction will join 2 sentence elements together that have identical functions when we roll forward into our other slides talking about sentence types. And our subordinating conjunction connects sentence elements of different relative importance. Generally are independent and dependent clauses. Okay. Are conjunctions that coordinate. Remember fanboys, for, and, nor, yet, nope, but, or, yet, so. Fanboys, F-A-N-B-O-Y-S. Remember, it's a great pop quiz question. An example of some of our subordinating conjunctions are listed here. There are many. When in doubt, you can always look it up. Google subordinating conjunctions. You'll find lists upon lists. And then we have our correlative conjunctions. Remember, these should always occur with pairs. They work together. They correlate. Both and, either or, neither nor, not only must come with a but also, whether or. Okay? Short, sweet, to the point. Here's a nice view of the Missouri River off of I-15. You can imagine Lewis and Clark down there on their boats a couple hundred years ago, or just sitting there on a nice summer day. So here we have our slides for our phrases, clauses, and conjunctions. Hopefully it all makes sense. If not, ask a friend, do a Google search, rewatch the video. These are important and critical skills to roll into your writing because I will be on the lookout for how you use phrases, clauses, and conjunctions together in your writing. So, Professor B out.